one more for you. It's Jen L. Hart. How long do you think it'll take Deegs to make it to the top of the 450 class? Like, they've all heard our thoughts. Why we're asking you.
Yeah,
Like
right,
that.
right, right. I think my opinion on that is, look, he's anxious to get there, right? He knows he's already like, all right, I've got this 250 class down. Now I should be moving up. But Brian's smart. He's not going to let him move up until he capitalizes on all the titles and gets all the confidence and all the wins, which will happen in 26. He'll be out there in 26 for the Outdoor Motocross Series on a 450, from what we hear. I think he's going to come right to the top. It's not going to take long. Motocross, it seems right now, motocross, he seems a little, maybe just a tiny bit stronger than he is in supercross at the moment. But all that's still coming along good. So I figure 26 is going to be, Haiden in the 250 class, and then 27, I would say, in supercross is going to be pretty interesting, because I mean, by then he's going to have a whole nother year of experience, and I don't know. I'd say we have some fireworks coming, probably 27.
Yeah. Hey, MC, like I'm going off script here and then we'll be done talking about Deegs. Um, RV and I have kind of voiced our opinion. We have a different outlook on it, but I wanted to ask you, I mean, the king, just an icon of the sport, took it to another level. And I know that you did this, and I just want to know your opinion. Do you still think that there would be a benefit in today's world that a guy that is currently in the 250 class steps up and race opposite coast in the premier class with zero expectation? Like, do you think that it would have been a good idea or bad idea for a guy like Haiden to race the premier class in opposite coast just to get a sprinkle of what he's up against for the following season, like you did?
Yeah, I know in my situation, it that was like definitely needed. The
Hmm.
first round, I went to Daytona the first time on a 250, and it rained like hell, and I was like terrible, and I didn't even, I don't even think I finished, maybe 20th or something. But um, the next few weeks came along, did a little bit better, and then I only raced four races maybe, and I finished fourth by the time the fourth one came around, which was pretty sweet. I certainly don't think it could be a bad thing. I know some might say, "Oh, wow, it's a little bit risky, right?" But in my opinion, you kind of gotta find the gauge. I think, and I think, let's say he comes in 27 with no experience riding a 450, and he expects to be at the top, and then he doesn't. Let's say he's fifth or sixth or something, first round or something. Possibly not going to happen, but let's just play it out. I think maybe that would shock him more than if he went and raced a race early and got fifth or sixth, and he goes, okay, now I know where I'm at, and I got to work from there. So you can look at it two different ways. I think selfishly as a fan, like, let's see him race a 450 once, but
Hmm.
if it doesn't go well, I don't know. It's motivating to me when shit don't go well, right? Because people are like, oh, you can't do it. Now, I just don't know their world. Um, and I know the idea is to stay on top as long as you can, right? Race every race, try to get all the confidence you can before you move up to the 450 class. Well, if it didn't go well, that's okay. We doesn't discount what he's already done. I think it would be pretty good, pretty useful if he did do it.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm not sure we'll see it. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think it's very rider dependent too, right? Like, I don't think it would have worked well for me. I mean, I struggled for 2 years.
Yeah,
When I moved up to the 450, I just wasn't ready. Was flat out of shape. Wasn't ready. It took me a while to get my feet underneath me. Now I think Hayden's way more advanced, way better, and I think he's a better rider than probably I ever was. At least in this part of his career and the stage in his career, much more refined than I was leaving the
all of
250.
us. Yeah, probably all of us at that
Exactly.
time.
And I think that's just every generation, right? Like, coming out of the
Right,
250, I was maybe more refined than you coming out of the 125 class, and so on and so on
right,
and so
sure.
on. So I think it all is rider dependent. So, I'm more on the side of like, man, it potentially could be a risky move. But I think I know RC, because we've debated about this on the show in shows past, that he's like, dude, get in there, get your feet wet, you know, Dunge did it. Dunge, it worked out really well for Dunge when he was still 250 and then stepped in and did some. I think he did 4 or 5 rounds, and I think shit, man, he ended up on the podium on one of them, I believe. So it helped him, right? I think it was good for him, but I don't know. It's not for every rider.
I think it's in some cases it can raise your stock level, right? I mean, it could, like, if he came out and got podiums right away, it's like, oh, dude, every team's gonna want him. He got all of a sudden he's got a big, you know, not like he needs more credibility. He's got all that going, but it could work in a very positive way also, just aside from the results part of it. You know?
Yeah, I love it. Thanks. That was good. Love your insight. I'm on the same page as you for all the reasons that you said. I know, like, coming into '99 when I was racing you and the rest of the premier group, like, I wish. I mean, I wish I would have raced some stuff in '98. I had a lot of confidence in the 125s and just going in and just racing you guys and having no expectations, but at least learning. Learn how the
Yeah,
bike works.
sure.
Learn what how other guys race, and again, just how the bike how the bike works and how gnarly everybody is in that class. I think it would have given me a better gauge, and I would have known how to handle myself better in my first year of it. That's what I think.
Yeah, I don't think it can hurt him because it's not going to change what's already happened. He's killing it, doing well. Um, I would, yeah. I mean, I just have a plan. Maybe not race every East Coast race or whatever it is, but you could go out race two or three races, get your feet wet, and
Yeah.
go. Okay, now I know what I'm up against. You know.
That's right.